Okay. It's some bullshit. Some serious bullshit. That's some serious bullshit. I'm really not feeling good. I'm really not like in a good mood. A lot of this shit is it's bullshit, bro. It's give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
I just heard you shout.
Okay. All right, what's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Give me 1 second. So, I don't even want to talk about this shit, to be perfectly honest, because let me just start off saying I'm not defending Vic. I'm not excusing anything. I don't know. This has nothing to do with that, bro. What this is somebody. This has more to do with the culture today. If what did happen or whatever, you know what I mean? Like if it's the truth, then my only question to that point is like, bro, where are these police reports at? And this is kind of where my whole stance on this thing is. I don't give a shit who's right. I don't give a shit who's wrong. I don't give a shit what happened, you know, because if you committed these acts, these harassment acts, if this happened, then you need to be, there's something needs to happen for it. But if you just being yourself, your regular friendly self, because I've met people who are just absurdly friendly, very touchy. I don't like being touched, but I understand in that moment they're not trying to do me wrong, so I don't take offense to it. And if that's what this is, what's starting to seem like, if that's what this is, then this is stupid, because our judicial system is literally supposed to work on the context of being innocent until proven guilty. That's not happening anymore. And this has more to do with just Vic. This has to do with just this culture, dude. Like this outrage culture, this cancel culture, this somebody did something, now we all gotta hate them culture. Where's the redemption? Where's the trial? Where's the jury? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get more into it for a second. I'm just looking at something real quick. All right. So I was on Twitter just now, and there's tons of people just saying like, yeah, I got this picture with Vic, and he gave me a hug. What else happened? What did he give? Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to be hugged, tell the nigga don't hug you. I'm not saying like he did the right thing. I'm saying that's something you could have prevented. But instead, or if you really felt assaulted, if you really felt harassed, where's the police report? And this is what I don't get. Why are people doing this? Why are people waiting years after this alleged harassment happened and to just, oh, I'm gonna talk about it on Twitter? It's because they don't care about getting justice. In my assumption, nobody cares about getting justice. They just want to socially shame somebody. They want companies to fire people. They want them to not work. They want them to not earn money. It's not about the justice. If it was about the justice, you'll go to the police. It's not about that. And there's a lot of people that understand in this day and age that just accusing somebody of something at this point is enough. Because it doesn't matter if they get arrested for it. It doesn't matter if there's an investigation. It doesn't matter if cops come to their door. None of that matters, because once you accuse them of something, people run with it. They run with it, and then these people's careers are canceled. Just outright. Terry Crews the other day was talking about Liam Neeson. And he was like, well, you know, whatever may or may not have happened, well, we know what happened. Liam Neeson admitted what happened. Nothing happened. Liam Neeson said, oh, I ain't doing anything. I just kind of went around hoping to be provoked by somebody. And Terry Crews was like, well, that was fucked up. That was bad. But for the most part, give me 1 second. Terry Crews said that was fucked up. That was bad. But for the most part, it don't sound like the nigga really did anything. And I kind of forgive him. I mean, like, he's not the same person he was 40 years ago, right? Or 20 years ago, or 10 years, however fucking long ago it was, right? See what I'm saying? But people don't do that no more. And Terry Crews got ate alive for saying, well, I forgive this guy. He told the truth. He said it was wrong. I forgive him. And then he got ate alive by these fucking people on the internet. These people that just want to be perpetually offended. Like perpetual. Like how it rains in Louisiana. Fucking perpetual. It never stops. Just offended by shit. And I'm on Twitter. And I'm looking at all these pictures. People posted with Vic. Oh, he's hugging me this way. And then these same people say, at the time I didn't care, but looking back on it, I felt like I was assaulted. This shit is, oh shit, what's up with the chat? What's up with the chat? Give me 1 second. Let me go through the chat real quick. I don't care about the situation enough to argue either side. My dude, it's not about arguing who's right or who's wrong. It's about the fact that the presumption of innocence in this country is being taken away. That's what the problem is. Nobody's presuming innocence anymore. We should presume innocence. If the dude was guilty, the dude's guilty. But I don't see anything he's guilty of just hugging people, giving him a kiss on the forehead. I've met old ladies I don't even know. I've met I've met females, young females I don't even know that would come up to me, grab my hair, pull it, stroke my head. I can be like, yo, these hoes are sexually harassing me. Right? I could totally do that, but I don't, because I'm like, well, whatever. They're just being friendly. Some people are friendly. That's not fucking harassment. But even to that extent, like, it's not about arguing either side. It's just, I'm a big dude. I'm big on law. I'm big on what's legal. I'm big on what's illegal. Shout out to Perona. But I'm big on what's legal. I'm big on what's not legal. And I fundamentally believe you as a person have that right to tell somebody, don't fucking touch me. If you don't want to be touched, give me a second. It's about time we had this conversation. Not really, man, bro. I don't really want to talk about this, but I'm just getting annoyed. Well, the thing is, Vic has been said to be proven innocent. Has he now? What do you mean by proven innocent? Can you link me to something? I'm not very caught up on this story. There is no redemption. People just want people to hate. Guilty to proven innocent on a legal level, but society would never let you go. Yeah, J Wolf, link that information, my dude. What do you mean he's been proven innocent? Heroes are those who meddle. Really? Six Path? Watch people like Yellow Flash. This Yellow Flash homie's been popping up in my videos, my feed nonstop. I haven't clicked on any of this. I haven't watched any of this. I'm 100% ignorant right now. I'm letting everybody know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just know people are accusing Vic of somehow assaulting them. And I'm looking at this evidence of assault, and I don't see assault. I see a dude who might be overly friendly. He might be, but for years nobody gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I've seen pictures of Vic. People putting up all these pictures of Vic. I've seen all these pictures. Boys, girls, adults, children. He's being the same way with everybody, but people are calling him a pedophile, a sexual assaulter. I've seen this. To me, it seems that this is behavior. I'm not excusing his behavior. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it seems like that's his behavior. It doesn't seem like assault, but people are labeling this as assault. And I'm upset because I just found out that Ruby let him go from the role of Crow. Funimation is letting him go from their roles. He's losing his job over giving people hugs. And this is what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. Let me keep going through these chats. Fucking... that ringtone is God tier. People was really saying I actually trusted you, Terry. I don't want to. This ain't about Terry, but oh my dude. It's pissing me off. To be honest, this generation of oversensitive snowflakes. Yes, oversensitive snowflakes. What has this dude done? And this isn't a defense stream. I've been on Twitter. I've been looking at this. I've been looking at what people are accusing him of. I don't see problems. And I want somebody to explain this to me. I want to see why this man is losing his job. I want to see why this man is being fired. harassed, berated. I watched the video. I'm really like, I know I'm not trying to defend this dude, but I watched a video of this dude talking about the situation. He's like, look, man, I'm just this way, and people are chastising me of it. And none of this came up until the Broly movie came out. So once the Broly movie comes out and it gets nationwide fame, people want to attack Vic now. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of what it feels like. Is this the stuff for Never Rolled and Young? Who the fuck is Youngker Productions? I'm about to slap the shit out of this dude, bro. Like coming after Never Rolled like that. Same. So chicks love touching the fro. Chicks love, like I said, I can call assault on that. I can easily, if it was that easy, bitches coming up to me, pulling my hair, stroking their hands through my hair. I don't know where the fuck your hands been. I can easily call assault on that, but I don't. Do you know why? Because I know their intention is not malevolent. Hold on. Watch the DM leaks of NPCs and about Vic Mignogna Photoshop picture video on Yellow Flash. I'm gonna look at this Yellow Flash, this dude's content. He's been all over my feed, and I don't want to just like I've been trying to ignore this for so long, but it won't go the fuck away. And now that I found out Ruby let this nigga go, I kind of have a problem with this because we're firing people. People are losing their jobs. There's no road to redemption anymore. People are losing their jobs off accusations. From what evidence has been presented, Vic hasn't done anything too out of the pocket. Plus, there's been a Facebook group who was plotted against him. Look, bro. As far as these intersectionals goes, as far as these neo-Marxists goes, these third-wave feminists, they got a lot of labels. It's the same fucking group of people. I don't fucking like them because they do shit like this. And I believe you that there's a Facebook group of people plotting against him because homie who I really respect, Diversity in Comics, has entire groups of people going against him for talking about comic books, trying to get him deplatformed, fired. You know, it's very malicious. Crow's my favorite character. He isn't going to be the same without Vic. They fucking stupid for firing Vic from playing Crow, dude. Crow won't be the same without Vic. No, almost certainly. What's up, Soul? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. Like I'm not doing good, bro. I'm really not. What's popping off? Ain't nothing popping off, Z-Boy, bro. Ain't nothing popping off, bro. This is just stupid shit happening. And as far as the whole For Never Rolled and Yonko Productions thing, I don't give a shit about that. But I'm with For Never Rolled to a certain extent. I haven't even watched his videos on this topic. I've been trying to just stay the fuck away from this because I'm not trying to say dude is innocent or I'm not trying to say dude is guilty. But I do know the way our country's judicial system works, we're supposed to presume innocence until proven guilty. Where is that? That's really what this stream is about. Where is this innocence until proven guilty? Do we have that anymore? If there's substantial evidence that pins him as a person that did sexual assault, that's fine. That's fine because it's the truth. The truth is always fine. The truth is fine. But from what I've seen on Twitter, like what I've seen on Twitter, I haven't seen nothing. I haven't seen this assault. I've seen people consenting to pictures with this dude, and he gets touchy-feely. Now, granted, that would be not. Shout out to Perona. That would be the same thing if I met Vic tomorrow at a convention or whatever. Even though they taking him off of fucking conventions, they're not letting him show up. But if I met Vic tomorrow at a convention and I was like, "Yo, what's up, Vic? Man, you the homie, bro. I like your work as Broly. I like your work as Eric. I like your work as Eric." And I dap him up and he pulled me in for a hug. I'm just gonna take the fucking hug. I don't like being hugged by anybody, not even my damn mama. But I'm gonna take the hug because I understand that people have different personality traits. I understand that people behave differently. Some people are more physical than others. That doesn't mean you're getting assaulted. Bro, 16 people in the stream right now, bro. Thank you everybody for coming through. Hold on. I don't know what's worse. Snowflakes actually believe in this bullshit or if they do it for profit. It's for profit, Six Path. I don't want to outright say it is. But this damn cancel culture, bro, it's infuriating. It actually makes me mad. Because there's no reason. Where was this years ago, bro? If you was this offended, if you was this hurt by this nigga pulling you in for a hug and kissing you on the forehead, he not grabbing your ass, he not following your titties. You know what I mean? Like, I've been kissed on the forehead by strangers, old ladies. Literal. I'm saying this is the truth. Old ladies I just met that day. I've been kissed on the forehead and stuff. She kissed on the cheek by strangers. If you was really that offended, if you was really that upset, if you felt that harassed, that assaulted, you would say something. There would be police reports. You would do something about it. And what I'm saying to that is, it's been years. This dude's been behaving like this for years, from what I understand. He admitted to the behavior himself. So what's the problem now? How is it a problem now? Why is it wrong now? Modern day feminism is more about exercising their power to destroy the lives of men than actually an actual equality. Almost certainly, because they're not even equal in the law. Women have more rights than us in this country. And I'll prove that in a heartbeat. If you look at the actual law, the law's not balanced. The law is heavily skewed in the favor of women. It takes away from the actual woman going through it. That could be true as well. I can't link anything because the web address won't post in there every time I send it in there. Yo, J Wolf, DM me. Soulfish SV on Twitter or Instagram. DM me and send me these links to these videos you're talking about. It's nonsense, all of it. And like, normally I come with more formulated thoughts. Normally I come better prepared to discuss topics like this. But I'm in the state in my mind where I'm just aggravated. I'm Dominican, getting kissed by strangers at family gatherings all the time. Okay, so with that being said, right, you're Dominican, right? So you're saying people coming up to you and kissing you on the cheek, on the forehead, whatever. It's normal. It happens all the time. People you don't know. It's how some people communicate. I know Italian. I know Vic is Italian. I know Italians are very much like that. But there's a difference in somebody coming up to you, giving you a hug, giving you a kiss on the cheek, giving you a kiss on the forehead, and grabbing you by your ass, falling in your fucking titties and shit, grabbing your crotch. Like what happened to Terry Crews? He said people was grabbing him by the crotch, pulling on his dick and shit. There's a difference between that and somebody giving you a friendly kiss, somebody giving you a hug. Regardless, man, woman, child, elderly, mentally retarded, handicapped, whatever. So for people to come at this like, oh, he's hugging children, he's hugging women, bro. He sits in a spot all day long, signs autographs and hugs people. He does this for hours on end. Why are you different than everybody? If nobody else has a problem, why do you have the problem? He does this for hours on end. Anybody could tell you that. If you've been to a convention, these people sit there all day and they sign autographs all fucking day long. They shake hands all day long. They hug people all day long. Oh, he hugged a 13-year-old. Who cares? I guarantee you he wasn't thinking, oh, I'm about to get up all on this 13-year-old and get up. You know what I mean? And I don't want to sound like I'm trying to just overtly defend one position, but this is getting ridiculous. This dude is getting fired. He's getting shamed. He's getting humiliated over the internet. This is a grown-ass man that broke down into tears. Could he be faking it? To be fair? To play devil's advocate? Could he have nasty intentions? That's entirely possible. But I don't really see it that way because it doesn't see he's not being selective in his behavior. There's so many people that have came out and said, yo, yeah, no, Vic was behaving this way with me. Vic was behaving this way with me. Male, female, adult, child, so many people have come out and said this. I've been on Twitter for a little while looking at this. He even said sorry in the video. I saw the video where he apologized, J Wolf. I saw the video where he apologized. It was heartbreaking. It's part of the reason why I'm making this video, because I don't see how somebody can get to that point. I don't see how somebody can get to the point where they're literally just that defeated. They're that sad. Keep in mind, he was only at that convention because they couldn't cancel him fast enough. It was already planned. Every other convention he's supposed to show up in for the rest of the year, he's got removed from. Roles, jobs he's gotten removed from. Keep in mind, there was a time where the only reason why you could get fired from your job is if you didn't do it correctly, if you didn't show up. People are getting fired because somebody got on the internet and said, this dude hugged me. Okay. He's the white R. Kelly. Yeah. What's going on, bro? My homie David Bennington's in the chat, bro. Yo, hey, somebody please give respect to my homie David Bennington for coming through in the chat. I didn't even see that right now. I'm sorry. I'm such in a mindset. I didn't see he was in the chat. That's a homie of mine. Like, Let me see what he has to say right now. I've never liked this idea of using people's past to destroy them, particularly when the person was not being particularly evil and malevolent. And that's what I'm saying. You can clearly tell malevolence. You can tell nasty intentions. You can tell somebody being evil from somebody just being friendly. And this man is just being friendly from what I've seen. I've looked at these testimonies. I've looked at these victim stories on Twitter. I've seen them. I've seen people tweeting it. All you got to do is type in Vic Mignogna on Twitter and it'll come up. All the people post, keep in mind, pictures of Vic that they kept for years. Oh, this is from 2013. This is 2016. This is 2014. Pictures that they kept. Oh, but not as it appropriate. It was like, oh, yeah, there was this one time. I saw this one chick on Twitter. Well, now that I think, she was like, at first I didn't have no problem with it, but now that I look back, I felt like I was assaulted. What are you talking about? Either you was assaulted or you wasn't. I was 14 and he gave me a hug. What are you talking about? You came to him. You asked him for an autograph. You consented to a hug. If he reaches out for a hug and you reach your arms back out and grabs him for a hug, that's consenting. You can't be like, no, I'll take it back. You consented to the hug. If he reaches out for a hug, all you got to do is say, I'm not a hugger. All you got to do. Oh, my fucking God, bro. I think the higher ups are afraid to change the way the world works because people act out when change happens before you can have the right results. It depends on what you mean by right results. I don't have any of these social media, bro. I don't mess with that type of stuff. I will post it after the video is done, though. Appreciate it. Please do that. Post it in the comments. Do something. Send it to me. You can send me a message on YouTube, bro. Send me some of these links. Because now I'm a little bit invested in this story. Because after I found out Ruby let him go and Funimation let him go from some of their projects, now I'm invested in this story. Because now people are losing their work. And this pisses me off. Regardless of what happened, if you're not guilty of anything, why do you not have the right to work, to earn money, to feed your children, to take care of your wife, etc.? Even if they go ahead and drop everything on Vic, the damage has been done. And that's the problem. That's the problem. The damage is already done. He's lost his job. The man can't work. Nobody's going to hire him now. Even if everything's like with the whole Brett Kavanaugh thing, even if everything's proven like, oh, this is just straight up fucking fake. Everybody's like, oh, well, it's too late now, man. The whole world thinks you're a rapist for being at how can you be at a whole public convention where everybody can see you sitting in one spot at a table all day long, assaulting people? How do you do that? I hope everyone who wronged him apologizes. That's assuming he is innocent, right? But from what I understand, this seems like a non-issue. It doesn't seem like a problem. But that's assuming he is innocent of all this. Yeah, I hope everyone does apologize. And this supposed to be the shit with the voice of Boma, who didn't necessarily like accuse him of anything, but just said, "Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna listen to the victim." What victims? I'm looking at these stories on Twitter. Nobody's claiming they've been assaulted. I'm just seeing pictures of this dude giving people hugs. Whether or not you're uncomfortable is your problem. You should have told him at the time you're uncomfortable. But you're giving this awkwardness he may have put on you, and you're inflating it with rape, assault, harassment, and apologizing won't even do anything. It's like bullying in school. Kids would join in on the bullying or just ostracize the bullied kid just so that they won't get bullied. They don't want to get canceled, so they cancel Vicks. But the problem with that is, okay, so I don't like. I'm very ignorant of this. But a problem is, apparently she didn't accuse him of shit. She just said, "Oh, I believe the victims." My problem with that is, my dude, you've been working with this dude for how long? This nigga's been Broly since the 90s. He's been Elric. I'm about to look up a list of all the fucking roles he's played. You've been working with this dude for years. If anybody knows him, you know him, my nigga. You understand, you know what he's like. And you're just gonna throw him under the bus? This is supposed to be your homie. This is supposed to be your coworker. You throw him under the bus like this? And apparently she threw Chris Sabat under the bus as well. You know what? Fuck out of here, bro. Hold on. I'm about to look up a list of all these roles this niggas done played, bro. Because I know a few of them. I know it's been Everett Elric. I know it's been Broly since like the 90s. I know he was Bowie in Yu Yu Hakusho. Even though that's not a big one because he ate what Bowie's ass. But you know what I'm saying, bro. I'm just... Okay, Big Mignogna, right? Everything from fucking Bleach to Yu Yu Hakusho. Ikaku from Bleach, Birder from Dragon Ball, Edward Elric, Nagato from Naruto Shippuden, even Orin High School host clubs, Soul Eater, never got into Soul Eater, Vega and Street Fighter, Vampire Knight. I actually fucking watched that. Yu Yu Hakusho. So look, bro, this dude's been working for a long time. He's been doing this shit for a long time. Why is this coming out now? Why is this a problem now? Why are all these people who had all these pictures on their phone of Vic, who were probably happy about him a week ago, coming out now? It's like, oh, now that I think about it, maybe I was assaulted. Were you assaulted? Are you sure? I don't believe victims, bro. I don't. That's not how the law works. That's not how our law works. Just because you claim you're a victim of something doesn't mean I believe you. I believe the person who's accused of the crime is innocent until you prove they're guilty of it. That's how our law works. Just because you're a female or just because you are a victim doesn't mean you're correct. You could, like, and that's the truth. People might get mad that I say that, but I don't believe victims, bro. I don't believe nobody. I don't have a stance. I just know the way our law works, you're innocent until proven guilty. And since you're innocent until proven guilty, you shouldn't be getting fired from jobs. You shouldn't be unable to make money. You shouldn't be unable to work because somebody with a fucking Twitter account said something 10-something years after it happened. It's not like this happened yesterday and niggas coming up and like, oh yeah, this happened yesterday. That's one thing. This is years. This is years going by. I'm very fucking annoyed, people. I'm sorry. What is this about? Yo, it ain't about nothing, Florian, bro. Like, it's easy to care about yourself before someone else. Putting yourself in harm's way. It takes life experience, maturity, or being natural born leader, which most kids aren't going to be. Most certainly. The company isn't thinking about the truth. They think about themselves. And that's the problem. That's the 100% problem. It doesn't matter what the truth is. All these people think about is saying like, oh, yeah, this guy was accused of this. Well, let's fire him so we won't have that shit be. When you should have his back. He's your employee. Keep in mind, I love Ruby. But until Vic got on that show, they had no star power. He was the first big name voice actor that came along that show. The very first one. He gave that show star power. And they drop him? Him coming onto Ruby, Rooster Teeth, this is at you, Rooster Teeth. Him coming onto your fucking show was more helpful to you than it was to him. He didn't need to play Crow. He didn't need to play Crow. Like I said, this dude been Broly since the 90s. He didn't need to play Crow. This is a benefit to fucking your show, to your TV show, to help you get a bigger budget, to help you draw in more fans, to help you get more viewers. And you throw him under the bus? Somebody accused him of something? Keep in mind, the key word is allegedly. Somebody accused him of something and you fire him? In the middle of the fucking season? Are you serious? Feminazis are trying to make everything politically correct. Fuck feminazis. From anime and comics when it's clearly made not to be politically correct. I have a lot of opinions on that I've spoken on. I spoke on so much. I gotta play this on my channel called SJW Rants. Just check it out. I spoke on so much on that. It's getting to the point where there's tons of media that I enjoy that's being outright and utterly polluted by this fucking radical ideology. It's incredible. This is radical. This behavior, what's happening, this is radical. This isn't logical. This isn't rational in the slightest. Captain Valen in the chat, bro. Everybody give some love to Captain Valen. Yo, Valen, you want to hop on this hole? Same thing, like, bro. If anybody want to hop on this hole, let me know. I'll send you the link. real quick because I kind of just got my rant out the way. If anybody want to hop in this hole, we'll have a little discussion about it. For Never Royal lost me when he signed with Monica Carell. Is that the voice of Boma? I heard she said something about not accusing, just saying she doesn't believe Vic, and that pissed me off. And if Never Royal did that kind of pissed me off too, because Never Royal should be intelligent enough to understand that you should always assume the person is innocent. If you have no evidence to and I like Never Royal. I'm a Never Royal fan. All right, I don't even like when people talk about Never Royal and his music and I'm a Never Royal fan. But if he did that kind of pisses me off too, because Never Royal should be intelligent enough to fucking understand you should always presume innocence. But make people wait in a line an hour to stand next to someone. I don't understand that, Ballon. What are you talking about? I don't understand that. What are you talking about? I don't agree with the mentality at all. It's just how I see it. I understand that, bro. You shouldn't agree with that mentality, though. It's toxic. They were talking about masculinity is toxic. This shit is toxic. A dude being overtly friendly is not a problem. He's not grabbing little girls on their ass. He's not falling on their titties. He's not kissing them on the lips. He's being friendly. I've had people come up to me and be overtly friendly. Was I comfortable with it? Not necessarily. But I didn't accuse them of fucking trying to rape me. I don't like friendly people. I don't like being overtly friendly. But if I have friends who are overtly friendly, so they come up, they grab you, they hug you, I just take it. I'm not being fucking assaulted. If I felt like I was being assaulted, I would tell them, bro, don't fucking touch me. That's not what's happening. Make people wait in line for an hour to stand next to someone and then will bitch about how they're assholes. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. How you go from having a good time with Vic, kissing emoji and all, to delete the tweet and say you side with the victims? Because, bro, look, she doesn't want to get thrown under the bus. So before that happens to her, because keep in mind, that's how this shit works. If you're friends with somebody who did something, allegedly, keep in mind, the key word is allegedly. If you're friends with somebody who did something allegedly, you get thrown under the bus too. So she threw him under the bus before it could happen to her. It is a damn shame, York. Shit like this I'm sorry, I can't speak right now. Shit like this delegitimize the real victims. It most certainly does. I don't think these people are victims. You stood in line. You waited to approach this dude. Before he got to you, he interacted with like 100 other people. You saw exactly how he interacted with them. If you didn't want this dude to hug you, if you didn't want this dude to kiss you on the cheek, if you didn't want this dude to do any of this, you would have got the fuck out of line or right then and there say, hey, don't do that to me. But you didn't say anything. So if you don't say anything, how can he know anything? And this is the point I always bring back to, is especially anytime I get in a relationship, it's so fucking annoying. Because you ever had a female just be mad at you for something? They're just mad. They're mad that you did something, but they won't tell you what they're mad at you for. They won't tell you why they're upset. And I will always say, listen, if you don't tell me why you're upset, I can't make sure I don't do it again. And this is the same fucking situation. If you felt this way about whatever the fuck he was doing, you should have said something. This comes from companies who don't want any backlash. This is okay. They're essentially owned by the shareholders. Man, what fucking backlash? This is a minority of a minority. This is a minority of a minority complaining about this shit right now. Keep in mind, David, there was no problems a year ago. There was no problems 2 years ago. There was no problem 5 years ago. This dude's been going to conventions for years. Even my wife is mad about this big stuff. She's probably a fangirl. Not in an insulting way, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I want to hop in. I'm gonna throw the link on Discord, bro, in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna throw the link on Dustin's Discord like in 5 minutes, bro. Let me get in that. I'm finally off. Yeah. No, I swear to God, I'm about to throw the link out like in 5 seconds, bro. Yeah, she is the voice of Obama. Okay, he may not have been proven innocent, but I think these videos are posts that would show he may not be guilty. He may not be guilty. Is there a chance that he can be guilty? Like I said, I don't want to outright just defend somebody, but I do know that as far as our Constitution goes, you are to be presumed innocent until guilty. So I'm taking that stance. You always are to be presumed innocent until you are guilty. You watch Ben Shapiro, don't you? Yeah, I do. I'm center right, bro. I'm not left wing. I'm center right. I'm not necessarily right wing. I'm more of a centrist. But I would say if you want to know, and this is because if somebody want to unfollow me, fucking unfollow me. I don't give a fuck. But if you want to know, as far as socially, I would say I'm more libertarian. But as far as policy goes, I'm very right wing. I'm not very left wing on policy goes. I don't believe in high taxes. I don't believe in socialism. I don't believe in none of that shit. I don't believe you're in my responsibility. I believe in individualism, and I believe in the whole pull yourself up by the bootstraps mentality. I'm not a left-wing person. I have no evidence for believing women. I have no problem with believing women. I have a lot of problem with believing women. But when your evidence is pics of him hugging you, you lose me. Here's my problem with believing women. It's not because I don't want to. It's just because that's not how our judicial system works. That's not how the law works. I can't just believe you because you say something. Finevero made a whole video about the situation about how Monica Real and Chris Sabat both threw Vic under the bus. Chris Sabat threw him under the bus? I thought she tried to throw Chris under the bus as well. Wait, hold on. Let me read that. About how Monica Real and Chris Sabat both threw Vic under the Chris Sabat tried to throw Vic under the bus. That's very disappointing. I'm very sad to hear that about Chris Sabat. Where are the stories of the victim at? Dude, just go on Twitter and type in Vic. Finevero said that Monica Real didn't owe us, the public, anything, when in fact she owes us and the police the biggest piece of evidence about how Vic is a creep and how he did. If she knows for a fact this is true, and this is why I'm playing devil's advocate. If this is true, and she knows this, and she understands this is happening, one, she's at fault because she's just been complacent. She's never said anything. If this is truly something he's done, she's at fault because she's complacent. On top of that, she's at fault for throwing him under the bus the second she didn't want to get in trouble. Absolutely. I'm standing by that. Slide me that link. I'm about to, bro. Correction. Some females do that. I'm sorry. What are you correcting me on? I'm sorry. I've been speaking a lot and I forgot what I said. I don't mean to generalize. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just very upset. I apologize. Vic is still getting paid from all his other shows via back pay and whatnot. Toxic femininity is far more dangerous than toxic masculinity. I don't think femininity is toxic. I don't think masculinity is toxic. I think people have bad intentions. I think people are evil. I think people want to watch people fall. I think people want to watch people burn. Keep in mind, before this Broly movie, there was no problem. And that's all I'll say to that. Before this Broly movie, there was no problem. I wouldn't always believe women all the time because some women lie on rape charges on men they have sex with because they didn't want the guy to think they're a slut. Well, you know what, Wolf? Regret isn't rape. I'm sorry, but regret isn't rape. Like what happened to Aziz Ansari? That lady tried to say, oh yeah, Aziz Ansari raped me or whatever. No, he didn't. From your own story, he didn't. You just had some shitty sex with him and the next morning you felt bad about it. Regretting what you did isn't getting raped. If you give your consent, you gave your consent. You can't take it back. You're center left. That's fine, Florian, bro. Look, whatever your beliefs are, you're center left, you're center right, you're full right wing, you're full left wing. I'm fine as long as you ain't completely alt right or completely far left. Meaning, like if you ain't like fucking with Antifa or the white supremacists, I don't give a fuck, right? If you left wing, you right wing, that just means that's just how you think. That's your policy. That's what you think should happen. I don't have a problem with that. Like I said, I'm center right. I'm more right wing than left wing. That's fine. If you're left wing, Florian, that's what's up. That's not a problem with me. Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson are retarded. You might want to get the hell off my channel, my dude, if you're thinking that. Because you won't hear a lot of the shit you think is retarded. You might want to you might want to stop looking at my videos if you think Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson are retarded. There's no more Broly. Well, here's the thing: they're bringing Dragon Ball Super Broly back. I mean, Dragon Ball Super is coming back, so of course Broly's coming back. I'm about to get some people in this chat. We're gonna have a discussion, bro. My feelings are hurt because I really do like Vic. I think he's a great voice actor. He did the opening for the third opening of One Piece, Haikiri E. I love that song. I really wish he did a full version of it, not just a little 1 minute version he did. But I like this guy. I think he's a great voice actor. And I'm very upset about what's happening to him because there's no presumption of innocence anymore. Our culture is going down the drain. Our culture is being destroyed. We're just assuming people are guilty now. And then if anybody says anything slightly out of the ordinary, like I said with Terry Crews, just saying, oh, I don't hate Liam Neeson, just that gets him attacked by what I call the fucking black Taliban, and Terry Crews called it that. Yeah, it's what's up, bro. These niggas are like the Taliban. These are thought police. These are authoritarian. These fucking far left, neo-Marxists, intersectionalists, whatever the fuck they want to go by. These people, these social justice NPCs, these people, this very small minority are gaining a lot of power. And they're going fucking nuts. Going fucking nuts, bro. Six Pack, I'm sending you the link, bro. Valen, Florian, I'm sending you the link, bro. My fucking God.
Yo. Hey, y'all, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, bro.
All right, what's good, y'all? Well,
hold on. Let me. This is my homie Six Pack, bro. He was in the chat. He about to give his thoughts. He about to give his opinion. Six Pack, what you thinking, bro?
This is a damn shame, bro. Vic, bro. Look, Vic was. If this is the case of, I have two theories. One, Vic was a good dude, and he was also a great target. No, you notice that whenever that first trailer came out, no one knew who that was. They didn't even know that Vic was coming in. They thought, oh, it's whatever. But if they see an opportunity to take it, they took it, bro. And that's why, bro, it's a shame that we had to look at it like this, because even the best of men will fall to this, which is a shame. And the fact that his crew, bro, the dudes that he's been working with for over 20 years, threw him under like this. Chris Sabat, bro, I don't really care about the Bulma voice actor because I'm more of a Chi-Chi person myself, you know. Gotta love the housewife. But Chris Sabat, bro, why? That doesn't make any sense, bro. Look, I understand you might want to get yourself out of the crossfire, but you throwing someone under the bus, let's say this, if you're a relationship and he goes back to working, do you know how awkward that's gonna be?
And you know what? Let me say that, bro, if Rooster Teeth or Funimation come at this nigga, try to give him his job back, I pray to God he says no.
Like, you best leave, bro. Like,
fuck them.
And look, but when people say that we're gonna boycott Dragon Ball Super Broly, look, even, bro, Goku versus Jiren was one of the most highly viewed, bro, YouTube, Twitch, bro, Facebook, it was all blowing up. People from other sides of that planet were watching this. There was like a giant stadium in Mexico. They were watching Goku versus Jiren. You think a few 100,000 people like complaining about Vic can stop that? Like,
bro, it's already happened though.
No, I'm saying like this, bro. If they try and boycott it again, if they give him back his job, I hope he says no, because this, like, that shows how much they really care about you. Like, the fact that he can give you rid of you like that, like, you made them money and that's it. God damn.
What's going on, man? I just noticed Captain Valen hopped in this. So what's going on, Captain?
An OG.
What's up?
Do you have thoughts on this situation?
Yeah, like me and like I said earlier, me and my wife both agree it's a fucked up situation. Presumption of guilt before innocence is always, it's always a hard pill to swallow. Sometimes, like, there's cases, like, we'll say, you know, I'm gonna say it, OJ. Everybody knows that dude was guilty.
That nigga did that. Yeah.
Everybody knows. That's not a question. Years later, when you come out with a book saying, if I did
If
it,
I
here's
did
how, like, you fucking did that shit. So yeah, but because of how loved he was given so much benefit of the doubt. And there's been a lot of cases of that. And I think it's those cases and things like that that have because like I said, everybody knew he was guilty. Everybody knew I forget his name, but he killed like 6 of his wives or some shit like that. Like everybody knew that dude was guilty too, but they gave him special consideration because of his worth to society. You know what I mean? And
Z-Boy, I'm about to send you the link real quick. My bad, keep going. I'm about to send you the link, Z-Boy. Hold up.
And I think over a 20-year career, and the worst people have to say about him is he kissed me on the head. That one time I stood in line for a few hours to see him. Like that's a fucking golden child.
Like, how does that equate to assault? Like, I'm not trying to just outright defend the dude, but I'm looking at these stories. I'm looking at what they're saying.
Like, bro,
it doesn't add up. It just like what I feel happened is like they told the story, and and I don't like to say this because it sounds shitty to say, but one of her friends was, well, did you ask to be kissed? And she's like, I mean, no. And then he just fucking raped you.
Bro, it's something like this. I think Soul said something like, Soul said one of the chicks said, I didn't mind him kissing me, but now that I think about it, that might be sexual assault. Bro, so in her mind, she was calculating how she could get off with this.
Yeah.
She literally said, I don't want to just blast somebody's Twitter because I ain't trying to send nobody at nobody, but like she literally said, at first I had no problem. She kept the picture for years. I had no problem with this, but now that I think about it, I might have been assaulted. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
If you're assaulted, there's no might about it.
And that was for years?
Link, bro. I'm sending you the link, David, right now, bro. I'm sorry.
Like,
I just, bro, man.
Like I consider myself a fairly liberal dude. Like we've had a conversation. You kind of know where I stand on stuff.
Yeah. I have no problem with that. This is not me having a problem with liberal people, bro.
Oh my God, I just saw my hair up close.
And let me just say right now, I can't stress this enough. I have no problem with liberal people. None.
I got no problem with anybody. Like you said, as long as you're not like alt right or like super far left, like we cool. I'm actually more of a centralist. I just kind of like lean left.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's all fine and dandy, bro. Different opinions is fine. Like I said, if you alt right, you might want to.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's a different conversation you need to have with somebody, not me.
Yeah, or if you like with Antifa and shit, you might want to just stay the hell away from me. But like, if you just fine. That's fine. That's just policy.
Too far in any direction is wrong, and people don't seem to get that.
My dude, and I'm
this shit is ridiculous, though.
I'm very just upset because people. Why are people getting fired?
This actually reminded me of a story that I heard Jordan Peterson talk about. He was at a college, or he was watching a video of a college, and the principal or something was talking to the students, and he was moving his hands when he spoke, like pretty much every human on the planet does. And then somebody got up and said, "Your hands are a microaggression." So, he put his hands on the podium and stopped moving them, and the entire crowd burst into laughter, uproarious laughter, because they knew that they had power over him now, that they had to do as they demanded because they now held the power through social media, through all that other shit. Like, and now more and more people are reveling in the newfound power that they find they never knew that they could possess. And people use it for shit like this, where they don't even understand the ruining another human's life. A person whose worst offense is being overtly like friendly, not overtly sexual. Understand that. Not overtly amorous, not overtly sexual, not even like overtly flirtatious, just overtly friendly. You know what I mean? And I'm
glad you brought that up, Valen, because when people saying they're like these people that have power now, I think there's two groups of those people. And I brought this up earlier. I said heroes are people that meddle. There's two groups. There's those heroes out there, and then there's those people that say, let's do it because we can. I don't know which is worse, bro. Because there's these dudes that say, off principle, they'll disagree with you, but the principle isn't good.
Facts.
Like, believing, bro, I look, at first, believing victims, yeah, we definitely should, because do I believe something might get swept under the rug? Sure.
Hold on, Six Pack. Let me cut you off real quick. My homie Z Boy just dropped in the stream real quick. I mean, everybody should respect to him.
Yo, bro.
Look, he's rocking his own hat too.
Z Boy.
Oh yeah, bro.
Look at that's fresh to death.
Z Boy, after 6 Pack, wrap up this point. I'm gonna get to you and hear what your thoughts are, my dude. Is that cool?
Yeah.
No, I was pretty much done, so he can go ahead.
Okay, my everybody, bro. Z Boy about to speak, bro. Respect.
Nah, man. I mean, I don't know completely on this situation, but just in general, what people should do is like look past, like, okay, I know we're human and we have like certain instincts, like survival instincts and stuff. We have pride, and I think what people should do is they should just look past it and just try to do the right thing. I know it can be hard, but that's all I think you should do. Because I mean, I know they're not trying to get thrown under the bus, but throwing somebody else under the bus because you don't want to be is pretty trash.
It's beyond fucking trash, dude. And like, from what I've understood, what has this dude done? Okay, I've seen what he's admitted to, and I've seen what people accused him of. I see no assault. All I see is this nigga admitting to hugging people.
But bro, look what Vic is. He's a straight dude. He's white, and guess what? He just has some new clout, so he's the perfect target. So why, bro, in this age,
anime's never been bigger. Voice actors have never been more famous or popular or things like that.
Wait, my bad. Yo, my homie David Bennington is dropping.
Oh, hey, Dave, what's happening, man?
Hey, bro.
Everybody show some respect. David Bennington just popped in. Yo,
shit.
Dave.
Hey, now keep the shirt
Hey,
on.
Power Rangers.
You had many opinions on this?
He's going to get swole on us, is what he's doing. Look at that. Oof.
Wait, out of frame for a second. Yo, David, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Just give me a minute.
You have any opinions on this subject? I'm gonna let you get yourself situated. We can come back to you. All right?
Yeah.
Or never mind. You back. You have any opinions on this subject?
Yeah, I have all the opinions, honestly.
By all means, please go ahead.
Okay, I think the problem is this. I think we live in a culture that is we're overcorrecting because we got it wrong in the first place, and this is what I mean by that. We have to overcorrect our society to the point where it's becoming to where toxic femininity has a voice, simply because masculinity held down the voices of women for almost 150 years. We're it is far easier for somebody like Captain Valen to get fired for saying something offensive that they wouldn't have gotten fired for to begin with, because white men have been under power for so long, and they oppress people for so long that now people are trying to flip it over, and it's becoming far more toxic over here. So when you have that kind of power dynamic, you have situations like this where the voices of toxic femininity can seep into conversations and drive the conversation forward. And in the process, you end up destroying somebody like Vic Mignogna.
But
real quick before I lose this out of my brain, this is the new version of "Can I speak to your manager?"
Yes.
No, Valen, like that was perfect, because to that point, what the hell are we accusing this dude of?
He was too friendly.
Like,
that's the problem.
I mean,
yes,
he was overly friendly to people.
Listen, I got cussed out at a Starbucks.
People at the time in their life, they would have slapped a nun to suck that dude's dick, and they all know it. Like, I'm just gonna flat out fucking say it. All right, that they were there because they were impressed with his stardom, the things that he's done. All right, he was a celebrity to them, and when you put somebody on the pedestal of celebrity, that means they're above them. All right, most of these people would be like, "Fuck me and talk like Broly," like "fuck out of here." Like, sorry, I just had to get that out because that should annoy the fuck out of me.
But it is annoying, and I'm sorry, my homie David Bennington is about to speak. My bad.
I'm sorry, I cut you off, dude. My bad.
No, but I was saying that also it's a little bit of an issue. Now, Here's also the problem. There have been celebrities who have done things that have been objectively wrong. And in the process, it kind of opens it up for almost any celebrity to be doing this. Because of a R. Kelly, Vic Mignogna can also be destroyed.
I heard
Now,
people imagine R. Kelly.
What I'm saying is this. Imagine if, but follow me on this. Imagine if nobody did anything wrong. It'd be far too hard for Vic Mignogna to be accused of anything. You see what I mean? Like, yeah. You get what I'm saying?
The overcorrection is a fact.
Like he's saying we started with an extreme, so almost anything is open now. Like,
and you're not wrong. Like, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Just like it got worse before it's starting to get better. Everything gets worse before it gets better. Even the getting better part gets worse.
That's exactly what I was saying in the comments, where I was saying people don't like change because you gotta like go through so much before you can get the right results, and people is just too scared of that.
But Z-Boy, I mean, if you're talking about survivability, there's these people that become like they don't have any grit. Bro, that's why they're always overreacting on this stuff, bro. The simplest thing, oh, you looked at me wrong. Bro, I don't even know how I can physically go out there and do something like that. Like,
that's not even a fucking accurate. You looked at me wrong. You grabbed me the wrong way. My dude, you have the power of consent right there.
Bro, they act like handshakes, high fives don't exist. There's more than one way to do it.
Oh, I'm so fucking annoyed, man.
Like I said, we're human, man. You gotta.
Could you imagine a woman standing in line to see Jason fucking Momoa for 2 fucking hours and getting a handshake? No, that man would be raped all day.
That's fucking crazy. But like I said, man, we gotta go past our survival instincts, because I know like people just be sitting there filming like this shit go down, and that shit is crazy because they're too scared to help, but they're like, okay, well at least I can get this clout, and that's just so like, bro, like if a kid's getting kidnapped or something, and then you're so scared of getting hurt yourself that you're not gonna help that kid, that's trash. Like you gotta go past like your flaws and stuff, man. You gotta.
With you, that's a better example. These dudes be coming out of the woodwork saying all this and that, but they want to be involved, but they don't want to be too involved to where they might be dragged into this thing. Like, bro, what is this? That's a parasite relationship.
So you notice there's been a problem, but what have you said to him? What have you done to be like, hey man, I think you're getting a little too friendly with these people. It may be misconstrued, and it could have some problems going in the future. Maybe you're assaulting these people.
Oh no, Valen, you completely misunderstand. They were sending non-verbal signals. Like,
I understand.
What does that mean?
The people he worked with, not the people who came up to see him. The people he's been doing this shit with for 20 years. Comic-Con circuits are fucking close-knit shit. Like, especially before, we'll say 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that big. There was like, dude, Goku, the dude who does Goku's voice does like 50 different voices in every fucking anime. There just wasn't that many fucking people.
You guys, and I hate to say this, I really do hate to bring this.
What's up?
But you guys really think do you guys think the fact that Vic is white is one of the main reasons for this?
I hope not.
Yes.
What do you say?
Yes.
The fact that Vic is a white man or Italian man, but proceed to be a white man.
Bro, wait, it doesn't matter if he's Italian or not. What does he look like?
No.
If he look like, he is white, bro. So guess what?
I'm Puerto Rican and I'm white, so.
And look, bro.
And I hate.
Let me ask y'all this.
I hate to bring the topic up. I hate to even mention it, but I really feel like if Vic wasn't a white man, this wouldn't be happening.
No, but I'll give you one better. He could be white, but bro, if he was gay, would they really go at him like this?
No. Well, hold on. What's going on, David?
No. So follow me on this. This is happening solely because we live in an era of fuck white people.
It kind of seems. I don't know when. I would say about 2014, 2013, but it's slowly becoming socially acceptable to hate white people, and I'm not down with that because
it is.
Nobody.
I think so. We all agree that.
Not every cop is racist.
No, bro. A cop see my life. Like, god damn.
No. I feel you guys. I agree. Here's what what goes back to what I said before. We are overcorrecting because we got it wrong in the first place. Do you understand what I'm saying? If we didn't get it wrong in the first place, you wouldn't have to get it right today. Like, let me put it like this. We are looking at the effect of a problem. We're not necessarily looking at the cause of a problem. The cause of a problem isn't that these women call Vic Mignogna rapists or no concrete shit like that. Vic Mignogna is not the problem. The problem is the fact that we as men have and men, I'm talking about structurally, we have a structural system where we literally devalued and degraded women. So now we have to go over and above to value and to value them and grade them correctly, and in the process, innocent men can get destroyed in that process.
So this is why I say we in the era of pussy worship right now.
Yeah, it is.
No,
I say right now we're in the era of pussy worship.
Yes, well, yes, I completely agree. But the reason why we're in that era is because we were in such a big era of fuck you, bitch, get back to the kitchen.
But the weird thing is, like, look, they're saying it's an all-around generalization, bro. Like, no, bro. There's no one I know is going to force our significant other to do that. Do they feel like that's the case?
Sorry, I'm back. Can I finish what I was saying before my son sent me back? But time was that if you sold pictures of yourself in a thong or literally with just your hair covering your nipples, you that was porn. That was absolutely unequivocally pornography. Now that's just an Instagram model's Monday.
Pretty much.
Like,
I mean,
and that level of
wave. I'm sending you the link.
Acceptance.
Valen, you are absolutely fact. Because women human women are the only species that can get on Instagram and be almost naked and say this is making No. Don't
even. If you got yourself a fucking tight ass 6-pack and like a rocking ass body, oiled yourself up, you'd have 100 million fans in a week. They wouldn't be the kind of fans you want, but they would be your fans.
Well, okay.
Hey man,
I don't want to necessarily play the generalizing game.
You gotta see dong root. That's the new picture. Like it's just where the continue. It doesn't matter.
No. I don't want to play the generalizing game, but I've seen in my own eyes. Chicks got a YouTube channel, and then by the end of the week, they got 3,000 subs.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Sometimes they got real nice titties though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to play the game, but like just like there's gonna be a lot of 16 and 17-year-olds that's just browsing YouTube and Twitter and shit. Like, oh, this is a pretty chick. She like anime. I'm gonna subscribe to her. That happens.
Yeah.
But even
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go on, man. What you got to say, bro?
I mean, generalizing is like stereotypes. I hate to say it, but a lot of times stereotypes have like some level of truth to them.
Some basis in truth, most certainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys. I have to get out here because I have to go to work. But I'm gonna make my own private video about this very subject when I come home later on tonight.
And everybody, I'll like it and share it, and I'll make sure people see it, man.
Everybody, later tonight, tomorrow morning, check out David Bennington, YouTube.com. Check that video out.
All right, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in there. All right.
All right, bro. Always welcome, homie. Always welcome.
All right, love you guys.
Peace.
Man, this is a first.
So damn respectful. I like him.
This is no, David, my homie David, he's good, bro. But like, it's such a fucked up situation when a guy, but like I said, he will sit down in one spot for hours, all day long, just to meet people, and they're
like
turning
15 hours, 15 that's crazy. Hours. You understand that? Like, I really don't think most people. I know I couldn't understand sitting someplace for 15 hours and just waiting to literally hug people. Like that's my fucking job. You know what I mean? Like, that's what people want. That's what they're there for. They don't want pictures with a brisk handshake. Like, oh, man, he had such a grip. Like, no, they're like, I got to hug fucking Broly. It's the best. Fast forward 10 years.
You know what I think?
Hold on, guys. I want to read out a comment because it's a really good one. It says, to a certain extent, I'm embarrassed to be a female in this day and age. I could point to a random dude, make up a story on the spot, and ruin his life. Meanwhile, real predators are still out there. What do you guys think about that?
That's true.
I mean, she's not wrong. Like, this is proof of that. Like, fuck, look at Emmett Till. Look at Emmett Till.
That was a real tragedy.
That bitch waited till her motherfucking deathbed to be like, he never said shit. He didn't whistle at me. He was just there. Like, do you understand that fucking mentality? Like, I personally, I couldn't. And I don't like to, I hate the fact that it's a woman. You know what I mean? But the point of this particular argument very
bad, this ain't no shade, but I think this is funny. It says Sage passed up Virgo in subs a week after being on his channel. That's not shade, but that's funny. Virgo's going home.
Damn.
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yeah. Yo,
hey.
In the chat.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this thing, my dude?
I personally think it was someone with a personal vendetta against him who started the accusations, because it doesn't seem logical that after all these years, a hug would spur the controversy that it spurred.
This is what I'm saying.
You had to have crossed the wrong person at the wrong time, and a very powerful person within the movement that's attacking him.
And this is what I'm saying.
Who else wanted Broly's voice?
Wait, bro, it went exactly like this.
Wait, this is exact. If there was pictures of this dude grabbing girls on their ass cheeks, right, falling on their titties, pulling their hair and kissing them on the lips and shit, by all means, crucify this dude. But from everything I've seen, he's giving people hugs, kissing them on the forehead.
Like, bro, I can tell you exactly what happened.
Oh, Vic put his arm around my shoulder. I was 15. He assaulted me. What?
They doing it because he's famous.
And because since dropping the story, they've gotten 15,000 followers.
Z-Boy, I know you do follow it, but the rest of you might not. But he has been let go from Rooster Teeth's product Ruby, and Funimation has let him go into several projects already. So he's losing work. He's not working. He's not making money for accusations. What's up with that?
He has to be making residuals. Like, that's contractual.
Like, bro,
sure, fine. Every time the Broly movie comes on Cartoon Network, he makes money. Fine. Like,
I get your point.
He's getting took off of projects. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And bro, look at it like this. I used to be a diehard Ruby fan, but I just fell off. When I heard Vic was on there, I said, "It's time. We going back." But now,
yeah,
I'm done.
I don't know. I mean, I like Ruby too much to drop it as a series. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed that he's getting fired mid-season for accusations.
No, bro. And the thing, how are they gonna fix that? Are they just gonna say he went on vacation or something? Like, how are they gonna do that end story? Like, that's weird.
I heard that Bulma's voice actor got promoted to the position that Vic had. I don't know if that's true or not. If that's true, that's very sketchy.
That's weird, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, that's why I say I'm a Chi-Chi person. Fuck Bulma. Or maybe
I don't know, like this. Listen, there are women actually getting raped out here.
Mm-hmm.
There are famous people actually doing very bad things to individuals. I just feel like this is just way down on the ladder in terms of assault quotation marks.
Honestly, this is, if anything, this is collateral damage in a much bigger, much grander fight. You know what I mean? Like, I think Dave was like right on the point when he said it's an overcorrection, and when you start like really, really shooting, not every bullet gets accounted for. You know what I mean? Sometimes they go places. And
like, bro, these chicks are shooting full court shots and hitting people in the stands. Like, they're not even hitting their target.
Exactly.
Like,
and that's the thing, bro. I don't care how noble your crusade is. If it gets to the point where you're just willing to take out any and everybody for your cause, are you really like the good guy at this point?
No.
Dude, it's about perception, man. Remember, Red Skull's the hero to Hydra.
No, your son.
Go ahead, say it, Soul. Say it. That's the setup.
Hell Hydra. Everybody know how I am.
It's so crazy how big this movement got because my homie is going through a case where he had got fired from his job because he ignored the girl who wanted it, who was interested in him, and now he ignored her, and because she felt like he was affecting her work environment, he got fired, and now he's suing the company that I used to work for, that we used to work for together. That's how bad it's gotten.
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry to cut you off, but Swells just left another good comment. Look, and I agree with this 100%. Look, if these stories turn out to be true, that is indeed horrible. However, no one should have to go through that. It's true, but I just don't think I don't think it's unreasonable to ask for evidence instead of just taking it at face value alone.
Yeah, bro. You know it's bad when the so-called victim's lawyer is saying you can't question the victim at all. What does that mean? Yeah,
it means that he doesn't have a case and that fucking lawyer wants to get paid. That's like, what the fuck it means.
Like, bro, I understand that the U.S. court system needs some money, bro. Like, that's cool, but even something as corrupt as that could call bullshit, bro. Come on now, like,
fuck the U.S. court system.
Facts.
The U.S. court system is fucked up because it keeps children away from their fathers.
There's many more.
Well, those fathers will learn a lesson and maybe they'll do better next life.
I don't want to change the topic, but it's a child of divorce. I just want to say and everybody I know. First off, statistically speaking, over 70% of Black women are single mothers, and on top of that, as my own personal anecdotal evidence, my father made more money than my mom, lived in a much better neighborhood. But instead of just me living with him, the court gave me to my mom anyway. That happens a lot.
Yeah. Look. Bro, like to this day, when I was 6 years old, my mom kept on saying she wants a divorce. And then when the court date rolls around, she says she doesn't want it, bro. To that day, I just can't get that out of the back of my head. Like, bro, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I got 8 siblings. So I don't know if that's the reason why she stopped, because it's kind of hard to support 8 niggas.
I get it, right? I mean, I guess they're just saying like a kid can't really decide on their own who they should be with, but it's debatable.
It's not about fuck with the kid. Like I said, in my own personal experience, my dad made more money and lived in a better neighborhood. Every weekend, I went with my dad until I was 10 years old, and every time I wondered, why don't I just stay here?
Look, bro, I definitely agree with that. If one parent has a better situation than the other,
the child to the mother, and they'll say, well, she can take the dad's income once a month for 18 years. Okay.
Like, so let me push this to you. Do you believe that people say they're talking for the kids' well-being and mental status, bro? But most of the time, I checked the statistics. They said 76.8 times they ask kids who they want to go with. What is that?
That's weird.
You're pitting one parent against the other, and you're forcing them to choose.
Yeah. That's
like there's an old joke.
Trash.
I don't like. He's not the best, but Bill Cosby used to say.
Bill Cosby.
He was shut. Okay, this has nothing.
Before you go on with that point, I just
anyway.
Before you go on that point, I do want to say, regardless of what happened, or regardless of what's true or not, in his lifetime, I'm not excusing him. But Bill Cosby's done an incredible amount for Black Americans all over this country. Everything,
100%.
Everything from getting them into college or just having something for them to watch on TV to keep them from going outside and getting in trouble. Bill Cosby has done an incredible amount for Black Americans.
Facts.
So please, no Bill Cosby slander on my stream.
Preach.
Hey, no denying that.
Trill Cosby, bro.
We're just not gonna. We're just gonna pretend like it's OJ and not speak about it. That's what we're gonna do.
But I'll still watch them reruns. Go ahead.
I'm not Black emoji.
But he talks. A father can throw a baseball with his son for umpteen years, teach him how to throw the perfect spiral, coach him all through high school, get him into help him get into a good college on a scholarship. Early morning training, early nights, there for every practice, every game. And when the son gets into the major leagues and he's given that thank you and acceptance speech, what does he say? I want to thank my mama. I love my mama so much,
bro.
Hey man, I'm sorry to go there, right? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make a joke, but my dad never drew the ball for me.
Well, some of us don't have moms or
Like,
dads.
that's such a
So-
stereotype. That never happened to me. But anyway,
Well, you're also not a
Well-
professional baseball player, so I
Wait,
don't think
hold
a
on.
lot of it
D-boy,
applies to you.
did your dad ever teach you anything? Like anything?
yeah, the life skills and stuff. He
Bro.
never just drew the
I
baseball.
will say one thing. Z, I feel you because my parents weren't really the outside type. But if it wasn't for both my father and my stepfather, I wouldn't be into comic books or anime. I will say that. So
Bro,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for my father and my stepfather, Sophus wouldn't exist.
yeah, bro, legit. Like my dad is the only reason I ever went across the street to read those comic books, bro. My mom wasn't having that. Like,
Listen, I just feel like in a divorce, the more competent parent should get the kid.
well, then again, then again, I see the more capable parent because the confident
Yeah.
parent might not be the right one because they might have the wrong confidence.
Yo,
No,
Brandon.
I
it's
didn't say
cool. Hold
confidence,
on,
I
my
said-
bad, Steph. Yo, Brandon.
I said capable.
Yo, let these niggas just like the stream all they want, bro. I don't give a fuck right now, bro. Let these niggas just like the stream. That's cool. That's fine. That's all cool.
No, wait, bro. You know what that means? That means we right. That means we're on to something. Like, bro, we're
Yeah,
on to something.
That's fine, bro. Let these niggas just like the stream as much as they want, bro. You just like my stream, unfollow me, bro. It's that simple. Fuck out of here, bro.
Oh, dislikes. Okay, I'm like, what? I don't understand. I swear to God, I didn't understand what was happening. I was like, what are people saying? And then I realized the number of dislikes started to go up.
Nah, like this stream and your mom's a hoe.
Ah!
Well, I mean, why not both?
Everybody came through. Everybody's just listening to what I have to say. Listen to what Valen have to say. Listen to the Z-Boy, Wave, and everybody being respectful. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man.
Oh,
Like I said, I love a good conversation.
To anybody who's not throwing Vic under the bus, thank you. To anybody
bro, this
that,
definitely made my day. And shout out to that nigga Vic, bro.
to anybody that believes in being innocent to proven guilty, the way our fucking constitution works, thank you.
I know people throw on old school traditions out there and throw it under the bus saying it's old, it's connected to bad stuff. Being honest and coming out when something's retarded, that's one of the things that should always stick around. Let's not throw it under.
Yeah, the situation with Vic is like I honestly feel that Dave was 100% correct in and overcorrect and saying that it's a full court shot that somebody else took the shot for. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's collateral damage in a much bigger fight that needs to happen. Let's be fucking honest about that. Let's be real. Women are getting raped and beaten every fucking day.
Oh yeah, of
Now,
course.
this is a powerful comment from Kelly. As a victim of actual molestation, it's messed up that these women are calling getting hugged and kisses on the cheek sexual assault. What do you guys feel about that?
That's 100% facts.
That's a fact.
Like,
That's a
and
fact.
thank you for being brave enough to say that shit. Like, for
Very
real.
true.
That's a
If
fact.
you're real-
My closest
Very
homegirl
true.
was a victim of molestation for years, and she was scared to tell people for years, and she only told me. She's still scared to tell her family to this day. And to see how these motherfuckers take sexual assault now, this is out of pocket. Just first of all, you came near to go see him, and from the pictures I seen, it's nothing. He's just hugging them, and their parents are in the photos.
Man, I try not to think about how trash society is sometimes because it can make you, yeah.
I hate women's teams, but I still love them. We'll work on it.
Now,
Listen, I want to say this. Listen, if something comes to light, if there's some type of evidence, if there's something to say Vic actually assaulted somebody, that's different, right? I will retract this entire stream. I will say that outright. But from what I've seen today, I've been staying away from it. From what I've seen today, I've seen pictures of this dude giving people hugs, kissing them on the forehead, putting his arm around their shoulder, and this is being inflated with assault. And this is what this whole stream is about, because I think people are losing the actual meaning of these fucking words. This is such a heavy label to throw on this guy. I've heard him be called pedophile, rapist, molester. He stands in one spot for 15 hours.
Hey, bro, let's not act like these dudes waiting in anticipation can see the other person getting hugged, getting a handshake and all that. You think someone with common sense would say something right in that moment? So what are you talking about? Like, bro, niggas just need to stay in their lane. Like, they going a little too high, and they definitely can't handle it.
Fucking God. Damn, these are like a climate. That's cool. That these motherfuckers dislike, bro. But I'm sorry. I'm just reading the chat, guys. Keep going amongst yourselves for a second. Thanks for the laugh. The family court system is lopsided for women, but men's rights we don't do enough to change it. Can't do shit to change it, bro. It's gonna be kind of stuck that way. Me and Valor was getting into this the other day.
Yeah, we had a real conversation about it.
Mm-hmm. The court system is fucked up, bro. It's kind of what it is.
That's something we both agreed on.
I mean,
so that's how fucked up the court system is.
The court system was the family court system was structured so that we know that back in the day, women could not do certain things, right? But we know that if they were to depart, the woman would get something, bro. But in this day, that should be changed because a lot of times women have more than enough. So what are we doing here?
Bro, chicks are savages nowadays.
Kelly says Funimation is going to have an investigation into Vic. What do you guys feel about that?
Then put him on suspension. Don't fire him.
Right? How the fuck are cops shooting fucking unarmed black kids getting better treatment than somebody who hugged a girl and kissed her? Maybe like fuck out of here.
On the cheek, and I've only seen like the cheek and the forehead. I did not see him grab nobody sexually.
Yeah, no. I've just been looking at pics for like literally like the last half hour, and I can't find anything. The closest I find is there's a picture with a flash, mind you, where his eyes are closed, where he's giving a girl a kiss on the cheek, and that's just bad timing. I know that because it's pictures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like the closest thing I could find, and that's still very, very far from anything improper or sexually assault adjacent in any way.
Chris says he's European. We kiss people. That's how we say hello, etc. And I understand it. It's a cultural difference, bro. Thank you.
Right?
But he's saying that.
Dude, all right. Gordon Ramsay has sexually assaulted every woman that's ever been on his show. And we need to put a stop to it right now.
The idiot sandwich is literally that might classify.
I feel bad now. Watch somebody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is my chance," and they're gonna fucking go ruin his life. Sorry, Gordon Ramsay.
I think a bad precedent is being set for these. I'm not even worried about the generation right now. Forget them. I'm talking about the kids that are into like the single digits, because they're being raised that this is the norm, that this is supposed to happen, which is wild to me.
This is actually a good point. Exactly how far does an investigative reach can an animation studio actually have?
A multi-million-dollar, like hundreds of millions of dollar anime studio. I'm fucking pretty good.
If you're talking about something that's not like something more local, like Trigger, maybe, but this is Funimation. Yeah, these dudes have been around for a while. They got money. They definview have it.
And if they're going to do this right, they're going to do everything transparent. So if they do a cheap fucking interview, if they do a cheap fucking like investigation, people are going to know it. So they can't do a cheap investigation because they need transparency throughout the entirety of it.
So Chris says Funimation has already fired him, and they say they won't be working him in the future. However, if he gets proven innocent, he says he should get his roles back. No, he should not. If he gets proven innocent and Rooster Teeth or Funimation tried to give him his job back, he should say fuck them.
No, bro. Look, if I had a studio ready to go after that whole thing, I give him a job, bro. That way, he doesn't have to go back to those dudes because he clearly knows who his friends and enemies are. Now, like, if there's anything good that comes from this, he knows who's really riding for him.
Now, here's I want to offer an alternate thing. He has been working with these people for almost 2 decades now, right? Like around 20 years.
Yeah.
All right. What if? Now, by all accounts, he seems like a pretty decent dude. Now, this is me giving somebody the absolute benefit of the doubt. But what if he's like, yeah, no, I'm going down anyway. This is the climate that I'm in. Throw me under the bus, distance yourselves, keep yourselves paid, keep your families fed.
Yeah, no, he's not doing that.
I'm saying that would take a ginormous fucking person, like an individual of like
bro. That's literally the Vegeta blowing himself up. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like and it's not that far. It's if you think about it, if you've been with people for 20 years, like how outraged we are that they would throw him under the bus is exactly how much they all could lose by being with him. You understand?
Yeah, but Funimation is a big enough company to where if they back him, they're not gonna lose any drastic.
Yeah, it's a huge minority in a minority, just like fucking Soul said earlier.
And like, bro,
my thing is, if I was Vic and I was proven innocent, I'm suing everyone for defamation of character. That's it.
He got it down. He got it down pat. He already know who he's suing.
Like
he's getting everybody's money.
All right, bro. Yeah, I gotta go. So y'all have a good one.
All right, man.
Go up and go.
Be well, stay safe.
Just the Discord.
I'm gonna end up wrapping this up in a minute. I kind of had to get this off my chest. Like I said, I was just on Twitter. I'm just browsing. It's just making me madder and madder and madder. Because this is the state, bro. There's no, our Constitution is being completely ignored. And even if he doesn't face criminal charge, like people are starting to realize, at least this is what I'm starting to realize, it doesn't matter if you criminally charge these people now. You can ruin them socially.
Bro, all you really need is like at best 15 people on your account and you have a case. If you have a Twitter account with like no more than 10, you can do some serious damage. And these are a bunch of people out of nowhere. If this is someone that actually has clout, it's over.
It's not wrong.
Fucking, oh my God, I'm sorry.
But it's cool.
It's just, and also, I'm a little tipsy, man. I'm mad. Like,
it's cool. The Zenkai boost is coming soon.
But I'm about to Zenkai the fuck out this hoe, bro. You don't even understand, man. Like,
when is that game due out?
I don't know, bro. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up here. Unless anybody else got some more points they want to roll over real quick, because I kind of said everything I needed to say. I've lost my mood to talk because the more I think about this, the sadder I get. To think that this dude, who from what I can tell from these own testimonies, ain't really do shit. Yeah, and I'm looking at testimonies all over Twitter, and I'm looking at these pictures. They don't even look problematic in the slightest. So from what I could tell, ain't shit really happened. But this dude's being fired. He's losing his income. He can't provide for his wife and kids. It's making me sad. So I said all I need to say on this. If anybody else has anything to say, please go ahead.
Well, you just brought up an excellent point. I'm not going to drone on too long, but you said his family, bro. Can you imagine how his kids are going to be like at school?
His daughters.
Your dad does this and that and this and that, and
kids are savage.
Like, you ain't wrong about that one. I just got roasted by a few kids like a few days ago. I'm still sad. Like, that really hurt me.
So you can't be letting kids roast you, bro.
Like, bro, what do you say to them?
Hey, little brat, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Don't be mean to kids.
The implications of this are in this particular case.
His career is done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's not. But the career is the base effect. That's the rock hitting. That's the big splash. The ripples of this, like he said, are his family. The new conversations he has to have with his children, with the other teachers, with the other parents that his children go to school with, especially because the word pedophile was thrown around. Like,
pedophile was the one that made me the most upset.
Yeah, like that's absolutely absurd. Like, he has never shown any predatory behavior, no malicious intent. This is a person who's dedicated a large part of his life for a very marginal group of people. Like, let's just be fucking honest. He's put a lot of work into something that 1/58th, 100th, maybe, of the fucking population even gives a shit about. You know what I mean?
Bro, I've never.
Bro, it's these damn intersectionals, these neo-Marxists.
Tom's fucking hilarious.
I've never heard of an actor who's playing a character that actually makes his vocal cords hurt, bro, and he still goes through with it, bro. That's something to respect, and they throw him under like this. Like, I'm going on too long.
And keep in mind, Six Pack, like I said, I'm only making the stream club. I spent like the last 2 hours on Twitter, dude, and I'm looking at these people accusing, and I'm looking at the pictures they're posting. What am I looking at?
Like, bro, when people say have faith in humanity, this is definitely a challenge. Like, I don't know how people can say that.
Oh, it's definitely a challenge to have faith in humanity. Right. Don't get me wrong. I'm something that's called an anti-nihilist. I believe humanity is trash, but I still believe that you should look for hope and happiness and stuff. But yeah, humanity is
man.
trash, bro. It's
That's a hard thing
trash.
to do. That's respect.
It definitely gets hard.
Swell just said, neither side can win here. If Monica loses and is proven wrong, no one will take her seriously. If Vic is guilty, then he's a monster. There is no good outcome here. What do you guys feel?
I mean, he's not wrong. That's usually the situation of it, bro. But you know, there's gonna be those few people that say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. We made our example." Like, it takes a certain special breed of person to do that, and wow.
If anybody's being intentionally malicious, if people just want to see this guy fall because he had a little bit of spotlight because this damn Broly movie come out, then I can't get down with that.
Like, I don't even want, bro. I always thought I wanted to make a famous work. I don't even want to do that no more, bro. Because like, you can't stand out for nothing without somebody trying to hit you with something.
Fucking God.
It's the truth, man. Well, the squeaky wheel gets the kick. Like, that's been a saying for forever. You know what I mean? Like,
fucking, this guy's getting dropped from his roles, man. It's just so. I ignored this story. I didn't care. But now that I found out he's being let go from his roles, it's infuriating me.
And like, bro,
it's infuriating me because he's losing work. You know what I mean? Like, guys, like, is this the future?
I hope not. But I mean, like, honestly, I don't think so. I really hope not. I really hope that this is exactly what he said, overcorrection and just collateral damage in a fight that should be happening.
Now, like,
yeah,
I would agree that this will end soon, but as far as I can tell, this whole weird stuff is seeping into the school system, bro. So unless we figure out a way to stop it.
Listen, this is I know this isn't a message you should preach, but to everybody listening, if you're of that age, don't go to college because you will get indoctrinated into a very far left neo-Marxist intersectional ideology, and you will not come back from it.
Hey, bro, my brother told me this. This nigga literally said they're saying that they're trying to make it mandatory to go for some social sciences class.
Yeah, no, that is the case, bro. The universities have been adopted by the neo-Marxists, all right, and these are people that fundamentally believe they deserve everything without having to work for anything, and they would destroy anything to get it. Please avoid these people. They already took over superheroes as far as TV shows and comic books go. They're everywhere. Just avoid these people as much as you can. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah. Really, there's so much you can say. It's all ends up just this fucking sucks. Like, the situation sucks. This time frame that we're in kind of sucks. We have the entirety of human knowledge in our hand at all fucking times, and this is the kind of shit that happens. You know what I mean? Like, we don't learn from things. We just try to fucking get as many likes and subs and follows as we possibly can. Like, how much more popular or influential has that woman become to do this? Like, how much has she gained? Like, I don't like asking these questions of somebody who's in the position of a victim, who even though I believe in no way is a victim, but she's in that position. So it makes questioning her automatically seem like it's a wrong thing to do. And people use that shield, and they use it in cases like this ubiquitously and to hurt people who don't fucking need it. And I absolutely cannot stand it. But at the same time, there are people who, again, go out of their way to hurt women. You know what I mean? There are people that do this shit that need to be stopped. And shit like this, it stops that. It almost dead in its fucking tracks. Because we're going to find out that, look, nothing untoward happened. I really believe that. But
like, I actually agree. On a positive note, there are people that will try and stop something like this. Dudes like you guys in this call, I know you guys wouldn't get down with something like that. Bro, the fact of the matter is that you can't kill off the antibodies, bro.
Yeah, and
yeah. you know, that might be the best thing I ever heard you say.
that's damn good. I like that.
for all the people hating on this stream.
I gotta go.
Hold on, bro. Alan, before you go, can you answer one question for me? I just saw it. As fans, what can we do to support Vic?
GoFundMe.
I mean, you want to think that, but do the exact same thing. Turn the I stand with Vic into boycotting what now doesn't support him. That's really you have to fight fire with fire, power with power. The only thing that's respected by people is power nowadays. You can't do anything with honor. You can't do anything based on respect. You have to do it on a mutual understanding of where the power lies, and that's just what you got to do.
Damn, bruh.
That was real. But man, for the people who dislike the stream or are hating, you gotta understand two things. You gotta be able to take brutal honesty.
Oh, y'all can see my wife.
Creep.
Just move that.
Hold on.
I said for the people disliking the stream and hating, you gotta understand two things. You gotta be able to take brutal honesty, and you gotta also understand, like, you gotta broaden your horizons. Like, you can't just because you disagree with something, you shouldn't just instantly hate on it. You should try to see both sides. But I mean, that's stating the obvious. But you know.
Man, yeah, no, I agree, bro. I'm glad you guys came through. I'm glad we talked about this a little bit. I don't know what the future holds for Vic. He has my support, I guess, not necessarily as like a defense, but because I don't believe people should lose their job over accusations. That goes against our Constitution.
That's a fact.
Well, as some final words, I'd like to say this. Vic, if you listening, bruh, don't let it get you down, bro. Yo, Zenkai boost will come soon. I know Saiyans usually, when they get killed off, they Z cells come in and you get stronger, but don't worry. It's coming in soon. Oh, and Flex Luthor coming soon.
Yeah, man, that's really it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Look, everybody who came through, even the 17 of you, which I'm pretty sure is the one person making a bunch of the counts. You know, the 17 of you who disliked the stream, thank you all for coming through too, because you don't realize you helped me out anyway. Yeah. To everybody else, to anybody that agrees that you should be innocent until proven guilty, thank you very much. And like, I don't know, maybe just like the stream, your mom's a hoe. What else can I say about that?
Factual.
So, Hell Hydra, we out of here, bro.